Today we're discussing the 2023 prequel of the Hunger Games film series, titled The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, starring Tom Blythe and Rachel Zegler. Based on the book of the same name by Suzanne Collins and taking place decades before the main story, the central focus of this film is around the reimagining of the Hunger Games as we will come to know them. Alongside this, it is also about the relationship between Coriolanus Snow and his musically talented tribute Lucy Gray Baird, who he tries to protect in the 10th run of the games. She hails from District 12 and, much like Katniss Everdeen, also emerges as a favorite before ultimately managing to win and get sent home. However, this victory is an empty one, as not only is she now scarred from what happened, but her world at home remains a perilous one. This is made even worse by the fact that Snow ends up popping up there as well as punishment for cheating in the games so she would win and he would get a prize as a mentor. Assigned to be a peacekeeper, he gets caught up in the conflict he'd mostly cared little about beyond it serving him. In an unexpected turn of events, he ends up killing the local mayor's daughter and takes off on the run with Lucy for what she hopes will be a life free from the capital's reach. Except that isn't quite what happens. Just as they are about to head out to make a future together, Snow discovers the gun that could implicate him hidden in the floorboards of a remote cabin. With the knowledge that he could dispose of it and return to the capital without having to look over his shoulder, the possibility of this path back to power consumes him. More than aware of this and his capacity for violence, Lucy takes off into the woods to make her escape. Snow begins pursuing her, though he is bitten by a snake that she presumably left as a trap for him. Flying into a rage, he catches sight of Lucy through the trees and fires at her. She seems to fall but has disappeared by the time he gets there. Lucy's betrayal basically traumatizes him. However, this isn't something that will stop him from carrying out great violence and harm against people exactly like Lucy. If anything, it seems to be the motivating force of just how lost he has become. Snow was never a truly caring person, acting more out of self-interest than anything else he dressed his callousness up as, and this finale brings this all into focus. More than just the immediacy with which he was willing to kill Lucy to secure his future, it is everything that follows that shows any shred of decency he may have had has been lost. After returning to the capital, Snow sets out to settle old scores by poisoning Dean Highbottom, who had been the one to punish him for cheating and was believed to be the one who brought the games into being in the first place. His teacher informs him before dying that it was actually Snow's dead father who stole his plans for the Hunger Games, which he said was a drunken idea he had never intended to come into existence, and ensured the murderous game became a yearly ritual. When put alongside everything the Snow offspring had done before this and his cousin Tigress remarking how he now looks like his father, the full depths of his cruelty emerge. For all the ways it seemed like there was good in him, that has been buried along with all the bodies that will accumulate in his murderous reign. As the murderous Snow walks out to oversee the capital he will soon oversee in the final shot, we see he has truly become his father's son. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is basically Coriolanus Snow's villain origin story. So it is understandable if one fails to relate to or have empathy towards Snow's character. Also, the romance between Lucy Gray and Snow felt extremely rushed. Their relationship felt forced in the beginning leading up to the games. But the cinematography was remarkable, the acting was well done, and the casting was spot on. As far as movie adaptations go, this movie is astonishingly faithful to the book. So, what are your thoughts on this movie? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.